right, welcome guys. Welcome everybody. Get yourselves on. We're back and we're live. Yeah, good to have you everybody. Welcome everyone. All right. Let's go. So get yourselves in. Welcome everyone. That's on the live stream. Welcome everybody. Hi everybody. It's time for some crypto analysis. Okay. Let's see what the market is giving us here. All right. All right, get yourselves in. Okay. All right, let's have a look then and see what's going on in the market. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to put up here. All right, so we've got to a place, guys, now where the price is really reaching interesting levels. My algorithmic level or the range I'm looking at is this price point here, the second one on the monthly. We've just spiked into the supply zone, which could trigger the crash in the first place. And I am expecting to see some sort of shorting, to be honest. Okay, I do think that there is going to be some shorting going on. Do I think that the crypto is going to be a long-term thing? Of course, I definitely do. I'm just watching here carefully and I'm just seeing what we have going on. Now you can see that the price is already short in here. And I did say that I'm expecting the price to fall in within the range of this algorithmic level here. Now you can see the price has now hit that. So now that the price has hit that area, okay, all right, in this range right here, we've come very close to it. The price is kind of nipped beneath. So I'm watching out to see how the price behaves in Port Blue. Now we are selling off as I expected. Okay, we're still in a zone. As I said to you guys, I'm not going to rejoice again until 47K with the body close, not even with a wick close. I think we've already had a bit of a 46. Okay, 46, $300 or 47, but you know, nonetheless, I'm watching the price here, and to me, the price action is looking like we're going short. Now, right here is where I'm watching. So if you remember, guys, this supply zone, a special one that's created underneath, the price is approaching here right now. Okay, now if I see the close beneath here today, here's our trade. Very simple trade, guys. If there's a close beneath this area of supply, what the market is letting us know. Now, remember, this supply zone here is from May. Okay, so during the first, throes of this big crash. Now, we had a normal drop here, but then we had a big crash going forward. At this moment of the big crash that we had moving forward, when we went from 44 to 29, all right, there was a supply zone created for that movement. Now, the price has just approached there right now. So either Bitcoin is giving us a really good entry, okay, for supply to become demand. So this is the supply zone. I'm going to mark this out here. So this is D1 supply. Okay. So here's the D1 supply that we're in right now. Now, price used this for a short. We've broken above this area. And now today with this candle selling off, we've come back into this area. All right. Now there's two sides to the story. Either this is a re-entry, guys, for the next long here, and we should be making our way towards the 50s. Okay. Or, and this is very important, guys, here, or, and this is a big or, if the body of a daily candle is to close beneath this area, what the market is letting us know is that we're back beneath the supply ability or the supply levels of this region that caused the short, which is a big statement to say, but it is the technical truth. Okay. If the body of the candle does close beneath this area of supply, then I am looking for the short back, as I said to you, back down to below 40. All right. Now, this can be a temporal pullback. We've had basically a very strong long action for quite a while. And now the price is pushing back here. All right. What I'm watching for now is to see how the price gets down to here. So all we got to do here is look for the price to pull back down to around about here, this point right here. So I'm expecting either a long or a short. Now, from this daily candle, I can see we have a very strong bearish piece of price action. So what I'm going to do, let me open up another Bitcoin here, and let's have a look at what Bitcoin is doing on the lower time frame. So here we are. So on the H1, H4, all right, the price is selling off. I mean, it's still within this bullish trend. We haven't had anything significant yet. I guess if you were to draw a trend line right here, all right, we have had a break of the trend line here, and the body of the candle has closed beneath the swing low. So the close beneath the swing low here, I mean, in expectation, if you were to look for a long here, it was the A, here was the B. The body of the candle has closed beneath and given us some shorting. Okay. So what I'm going to do, and if I pull this up here on my other charts too, I'm keeping this in mind. Here we go. So what I'm looking to do here is, since we have a clear close, now if you're not too sure what I mean, and you want to understand technical analysis more, all right, I have a free course called the Mastermind course, and it'll be in the link in the description beneath, okay? All right, now I'm working on my links to do better, guys, so I'm going to be editing the links to make sure that all of the YouTube videos have the same links, okay? Now, this is the A to B structure, all right? At this point here, we should have been expecting a C because we have a swing that was formed potentially, but instead we've had another close beneath. So the market structure here is broken on the bullish side of the market for now. Now, this could be short-term or this could be the beginning of what I was trying to explain, all right? And now the market is kind of giving us this reversal. But either way, all right, if this is the case, all right, I'm looking for a short myself. Now, in the daily time frame here, right, we did have a reversal signature at this point here. And I'm going to line this up here. We also see that in the next day, so yesterday, the price came above this high also. So we've had two kind of reversal signatures here. Now, the second one has produced a short. So if I go for the very small time frame bullish trend we have here, the price is broken and now we're on the other side. All right. So to me, we're going to be continuing short from this direction. And if from what the structure of price is given to us, I do think that we're getting down to 37 if the market does this close. Again, for sure, for us to know this, we'll have to see a close beneath this supply zone. So we will need a close here. Yeah, we need a close beneath this 44 mark here, a very strong body close, because that will let us know that we're back into supply levels that we saw, post before the 44. So back in this region again. All right, again, I'm expecting the price to get here, and let's see what happens with that. All right, so on that note, let me bring up Ethereum here. All right, guys, so Ethereum has come back to the same area. Do you guys remember this special area? Again, I told you guys that Ethereum now, what we have seen is that Ethereum has now returned to this area, but it's not over yet because there is a daily demand zone right here. The end of the demand zone is is just below 3K, all right? Around $2,985. All right, so just because the price is pulling back here, this could easily just be a retracement to continue. Okay, so I'm not going to try to, again, that's my term. You probably hear it from me a lot. I'm not going to rejoice just yet. Okay, at the moment, though, on the 30-minute, this special type of demand zone that was created at the beginning of the new day is where the price has got into now. And this, again, could easily be a re-entry to go for a long. Okay, now I can delete these markings because we've seen the price kind of break above and return. When I was traded lower, it's cool. What I'm going to do is take these off. We don't need these markings at the moment. All right, I can take this off now because we've seen what we're talking about. Now, again, I was always looking for a short-term short just to come beneath these lows here. And it looks like we're having that. From at the moment here, it looks we're on a two-way street, okay? There's nothing on the left-hand side for a little while until we get beneath 3K to hold the price from going short. So right now we're in an interesting place. Either we're going to get a body close beneath here and a return, and on the return, that would be our ticket to sell, okay? Or we are on our way for another long, okay? And the price is going to make its way. It's very straightforward what we have here. But for us to know this, we will keep our eyes on Bitcoin and we'll keep our eyes on the overall tone of the market and what's going on. Okay, this is an important point here. All right. So either we have really good trades that we could possibly even take live. And again, guys, I have two targets. First target is beneath this low right here. And the second target would be beneath this low. If I was to just connect this continuing on, second target really would be back down to beneath this low here. So I'm watching out, as I said, to see what the market is trying to do. But if this was the short side, this is what I'm looking for, back down to 2,600 and around that 2,600 mark, around that period of that range of time, you know, back from the 5th. So literally a week from before, all right, or a week past from today. So around this area here, 2,600 region. Now, watching what the price is doing here, I'm expecting to see really good movement. I'm going to keep this here, either way, long or short. And again, we're in the same place where we have to watch out. So let me get to XRP. All right, so XRP, guys can see that what a trade it was. From here, we've done so many pips. I'm gutted I didn't take this trade. Now the price is pulling back. Now Ripple has come back to the same area again, and now it's starting to sell again. For me, I still see the market inefficiency at $1.10. This is why, I mean, another reason why probably the pullback we're having right now is possibly temporary. But now that the price has broken past the supply zone, what I'm looking for is a return back beneath it, or maybe even just a touch back here, and the price can finish off what it started. This is what I'm looking at. Now, if for any reason the body of the candle was to close beneath here, then maybe we might actually see a sell again. So I'm keeping my eyes peeled again. I still want to see that $1.10 efficiency filled out, but the price is pulling back, and this can happen. If the price starts to go this way, then we're going to keep our eyes peeled for whatever else we might see. So I'm watching here. Now, again, XRP, we can't do anything until we see what the price is doing. At the moment, the pullback looks quite neat. Looks like another opportunity to get involved. I mean, on the 15-minute here, if you really want to go for some nitty-gritty entries, just like the one I gave you, the supply zone for this move lands right back in this area here, and the price has flipped the supply zone and used it as demand. So there is a good chance that the price may come back and give us an 84,837. And then from here, we'll be looking for targets up here. Now, this one I'm definitely not going to miss. So you can bet your bottom dollar in that I'm not going to be wasting my time, not mistaking these beautiful trades that I've been giving out. So I hope you guys have caught something from this, but let's see what the price does here. I'm even going to set an alarm in here just in case, so that I know what's going on. And let's have a look at Doge. So Doge has spiked up a bit more. I mean, from the H4 structure, it looks like it hasn't, you know, it's broken past where we are. But again, from here, I always thought that the price would go for this high, and we've seen the price do it now. Okay, the price action is very specific on every time frame, guys. Dogecoin is really fighting to push higher, and it still can. The reversal that's happening on Bitcoin is affecting Doge for sure. I can see. Let me delete this stuff out. Again, my target hasn't changed with Doge. I do believe the price is going to get there. Now, at the moment, the price is still, the body of the candle is still within this area, okay? Now, what we've just had right now is the price is broken above this supply zone and returned inside. It looks exactly the same as Bitcoin. So why am I saying this? So there is a chance here, guys, and this is an important one. All right, either Doge is about to take off and rally a bit higher to 40s, because that will be the next place it can go, 31 to 40 cents. All right, and then it'll be getting into this major area here. Okay, or the other side of the story is if the body of the candle closes beneath this area, which Bitcoin would most likely do the same thing, then we are going to see a sell. And that sell would be the leader for us to get back down to where we're going with Doge, okay? But again, it was one of those days where it really does matter. Again, maybe it sounds like I'm saying that just for being cliche, or is a cliche statement, but as a technical trader, there's certain days and certain closes we wait for that are such important moments and very telling in what we're trying to do. Okay, so you always want to make sure that you get yourself prepared. So for me, today is another important day for crypto. The other days were normal, but today is important because we're really in a very crucial area where the price could either swing up or down. You know, as a technical trader, these are the moments you always want to keep your eyes on. So I'm keeping my eyes on Doge. I'm not making any movements just yet, guys. I'm just watching carefully to see what the price is trying to achieve here, what it wants to do. Almost every crypto, or the main ones we've been looking at for the moment, are all in areas that are major points of either reversal or continuation. All right, that's the key: reversal or continuation. Now, how the price will play out, we'll see. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is, whilst I'm here, I'm going to go and have a look at what we have going on with some other crypto. So let's have a look at Litecoin. Okay. So Litecoin also, it still has a very strong uptrend. We've seen the price push up to where it needs to. Okay. And now we've got to now from the weekly analysis here, we're still in this range right here. Okay. And what we've seen with Litecoin now is that it has started to spike into deeper areas of supply. We've had the break beneath and the return, and here's the return really to the other side. I would have liked to see the 180. That would have been better for me, but we still have seen quite a good long that is retracing at the moment. And on the daily here, the price has just missed the area, but it has returned into these kind of zones of flipping. So for example, again, I told you with Litecoin, it's a very easy trade for us to know when the price is going to be heavily bullish. We just need the price to really just break above here. The moment it breaks above this supply, which has been controlling the price beneath 200 since May, then we know we're on our way. And if we see Litecoin on its way, then most likely the rest of the cryptos will be well on their way also. All right. At the moment, the price, I do think that Litecoin is not done. Most likely what we've probably seen is a retracement. Okay, because a lot of these have just missed areas that it's supposed to reach into, and then it's kind of turned the other way, so technically it's not fulfilled in some areas. For example, this supply zone here is a great example here. We have no return here. So I want to see the price return here. So what we probably are going to experience on this market for maybe a few days now is the price trying to return back to areas of demand where it can continue to push upwards from. This is the picture I'm getting. Now, if that doesn't work out and the price starts to crash beneath, then we just buy more crypto again. This is not financial advice, but it's cheaper. Why not? So I'll be watching to see what Litecoin does. All right. A lot of these cryptos, one thing I do love about cryptos as well is that, opposed to stuff like Forex sometimes, I mean, currencies move in correlations, but because Bitcoin has such a major effect at the moment, every crypto most of the time falls in line, apart from things like XRP, which has a mind of its own, which is cool to see too. All right. Now let's look at Monero. Now Monero has a weekly reversal signature pattern showing up. And at the moment, the price, again, is still within the areas that we were looking at or within the parameters for selling. All right. From the weekly perspective, Monero's actually got back to a very interesting area that I was looking at, which is this region here. We had a break beneath here. Now, opposed to other cryptos, the weekly zones don't line up. This weekly demand zone here, the price broke beneath it, above it, it wasn't respected. The only real area where Monero is respecting on the weekly anyway, price action, is these two supply zones here, this higher up one and the smaller one. And we've had a reversal signature in them, which, truthfully speaking, the price can actually, now I'm always speaking truthfully, but I'll just, in other words, I'm saying it raw as it is, the price actually can really do this. It doesn't mean that Monero is going to crash to the ground, but the price can easily do this from where it is because it is in a very good area of supply. Now, on the daily time frame, all right, if I was to mark out the zones that we do have, we have, first of all, here, this is where Monero was working with these demand zone areas here. This was acting as a cap. Now, the price spiked into the other side of this, shorted, came back a bit higher, shorted again, all right? Now, I still think that the price should have returned in this area one more time. So I'm not surprised if the price came back into the 300s, but if it doesn't do that, just from the daily, if we track the supply zones, we have our first major area of supply here, price push short. And then we have our second major area of supply right here, which is where we're in right now. Okay. And from here, I always said to you that these lows here don't sit right with me from a technical standpoint. And not only that, with Monero, there's a lot of missing clues that need to be filled out. For example, on the daily time frame here, this demand zone, small but mighty as I call it, all right, was the real trigger point for the rest of the bullish run we saw from February into May. Okay, and that bullish run that we saw in the price, when the price spiked down here, we didn't have a return into the zone, but yet the price has tried to go long. All right, so for me, with Monero, I can see Monero getting to at least $150 before launching again. So I wouldn't put it past Monero, especially as it is right now and the structure of price is showing, for it to give us a short. I actually do believe Monero is a short right now. Okay, which I just want to see a little bit more from Bitcoin. As I said, I'm looking for those closes, but Monero has actually provided very good entries for a short already, which we've kind of missed, which is a bummer. But I'm just planning which trades I'm going to take. As I said to you, for me, when I'm looking, our first thing I'm looking for is the technical side, but then there are also fundamental differences. I mean, if a market is going to go short, let's say that all of the crypto market was to go short again, the question would be which cryptos will fall faster and which ones will fall less faster. Well, with Monero, because of the legal issues that it has, or the legal lines that it crosses, okay, or and let's go for that one. The best way I can put this to you guys is I would say is that from my standpoint, institutions, will be a bit difficult for them to put heavy amounts of money into Monero anyway, because the privacy ability of Monero goes against government's laws and government's philosophy. So they wouldn't want to put money in there because they'll be trapped. So I don't think that there is a lot of money in Monero, but I don't think it comes from institutions. I think the money is from retail traders mainly, and maybe more middle class and people who have money, but not necessarily billions, okay, for example. Whereas with something like Ethereum, it's not the case. Now, because privacy tokens are looked down upon, not by the crypto community, looked down upon by the powers that be, if there was another sell-off, I would expect something like Monero to fall a little bit faster because there's less of a cushion. Again, it's being delisted from a few exchanges, okay, because of it's been ordered actually by governments to be delisted because of the fears of its privacy abilities and what it does. But I do think, thinking about it, if I was to take a sell trade, Bitcoin wouldn't be my first sell. I just want to hear that Bitcoin wouldn't be my first, because I do believe Bitcoin is here to stay. Number two, if Bitcoin was to sell off, I mean, it is great money, but if you have a smaller account and you want to take advantage of a large move, it costs 20 times less to trade Dogecoin with 0.01 lots, okay, than it is to, then to trade something like Bitcoin or Ethereum, which require a lot more margin. And you can still capture really good trades and movements. So I'd rather stick to those. And Monero, I would like to take it because I think it will fall faster and harder because it doesn't have that support there. Ethereum, I would trade it too, but the Ethereum is more, for me, in my mind, I'm being personal here. Ethereum is more every time the price drops, you want a dollar cost average and just purchase some. Really, that's all I see it as. It's not something that I'm looking to trade like that. Okay, I'm looking more for, I mean, on the upside, if there was some major announcement or major release coming out that will push the price up, then I would like to get my hands on there and have a good trade. But, primarily I'm trading these other cryptos that have fundamentals that are, not in their favor or not as favorable as others like Doge and privacy tokens. Okay, so this is really what my mind is on, guys. And I'll be, looking into how we can take advantage of these movements. But to me, for now, guys, in my conclusion at the moment, okay, we need to wait for the price. Now, the price is still moving quite strongly short. Ethereum is looking like it's going to break beneath this area here. It does look like it is, and probably going to give us a good move there. But I'm watching to see again. Ethereum, as I said, will be a great trade if it broke beneath this area. But again, trading Ethereum, guys, and these things come with risk because the spread is quite high, and you don't want to get yourself stopped out. So I would say keep your eyes peeled on what's going on. Let's see what the market does give, and I'll catch up with you guys in the next video. So everybody take care and have a great afternoon or morning, wherever you are, or evening, wherever you are in the world. Take care.